Hey coders, what's up? It's Chris here with episode 13 of how to make a YouTube video app. In the previous lesson, we had parsed the response of this data request that we made to retrieve all of the video items. And off of that response, we created all of these video objects, and then we put it into an array called self.videoArray. Now the next step is somehow for us to notify the ViewController that the data is ready. Because remember, we're doing this asynchronously in the background. And if you don't know what that means, check out the previous lesson. So let's take a look at ViewController.Swift. We can see here in the viewDidLoad method, we are creating an instance of the video model, and then we're calling the getFeedVideos method to kick off that request. Now somehow it's got to get notified that the data is ready so it can access that video array, retrieve that video data, and then update the table view with it. And the way we're going to do that is using the delegate pattern. Kind of like this table view right here. You see self.tableview.delegate equals self. What we're doing here is setting the view controller as the delegate of the table view. So when events happen, if events happen with the table view, like the user tapping a cell, the table view is going to notify the view controller. So we're going to use that same exact pattern to let the video model notify the view controller that the data is ready. Let's go back to the VideoModel.Swift and I'll show you how we can do that. First, we have to create a custom protocol. So up here, above the class declaration of the video model, we're going to write protocol video model delegate, and we're going to open up a set of curly braces. And inside, we're going to declare a method called dataready. Okay, so just the round brackets like that. We're just writing the method signature and we're not implementing it here. Inside the video model class, we're going to declare a delegate property that is of the type video model delegate. Like that, and it's going to be optional because it could be nil. Now, the next step is to assign the view controller to that delegate property. We're going to go back to ViewController.Swift, and in the viewDidLoad, you see how we're creating the video model here inside the viewDidLoad, and then we're assigning it into a constant called model that is also declared in the viewDidLoad method. Now, that's not going to be good because when the viewDidLoad method has finished executing, we're going to lose that constant and we're also going to lose that object. So what we need to do is declare this video model object and instantiate it outside of this method so that it can survive even after the viewDidLoad method has finished, and it can finish downloading those videos and then notify the view controller. The way we're going to do that is just declare it up here. So we're going to write var model is a type of video model equals new video model object. We can even use let because this isn't going to change, so make that a constant. So in here, instead of declaring this constant and declaring a new video model object, we're going to say self.model.delegate. You can see it's a type of video model delegate, right? Equals self. So we're assigning the view controller as the delegate. Xcode isn't going to like that though because it's saying that the view controller doesn't conform to the video model delegate protocol. And let's change it so that it does. In the view controller class declaration up here, we can write video model delegate, and this tells Xcode that view controller conforms to that protocol. If we go back to VideoModel.Swift, in order to conform to that protocol, we must implement the dataready method. Let's go to ViewController.Swift and let's do that right here. But before we do that, let's declare a new section. Let's call it Video Model Delegate Methods. And in here, we're going to implement that dataready method. And right below that, let's create another section and call that Table View Delegate Methods. Okay, in the dataready method, we're going to access the video objects that have been downloaded and then tell the table view to reload. Now, how do we access those video objects? Well, if we go back to VideoModel.Swift, we assign those video objects to self.videoArray. So we can access it through that. So let's say self.videos, and that is an array we created up here. That is equal to self.model.videoArray. And now those downloaded video objects have been assigned to the self.videos property. And the table view is going to read the data from that array. We just have to tell it to reload by writing self.tableview.reload data. And that's going to cause the table view to go through these delegate methods again, ask for the count, and reload each cell. And then each cell, we're going to grab the video it's asking for, set the video title. Actually, some of this has got to change because here, let's see, we're grabbing the label for the cell, and then we're constructing the video thumbnail URL. We actually have that as a property now. In the previous lesson, we had added this video thumbnail URL, and instead of constructing it like this, we can actually just say that video thumbnail URL string equals videos index path dot row dot video thumbnail URL. Okay, and that should be it. Oh, one more thing. Back in the VideoModel.swift, let's take a look at what has happened. So we declared this delegate property, and the ViewController has assigned itself as the delegate. So when the videos have finished downloading, and we've set those objects to the self.video array, here we have to notify the delegate that the data is ready. So first let's check if delegate is not equal to nil, delegate dot dataready. So only if somebody is assigned to delegate are we going to call that method. Let's say self.delegate, like that. Okay, so now we should be able to run it. It's going to download the data, and then it's going to notify the ViewController, and the ViewController should update the table view in the front. All right, there we go. Let's click into one of these cells, and it should still behave as it did before. Yep, so we can see the thumbnail, we can see the title and the description. Although the description is quite a bit longer than this text label has room for right now, so as a extra feature, you should probably make this a scroll view so that you can actually scroll the description. But for this demo, I think that is fine where we are. I just wanted to introduce you guys to the YouTube Data API, and there's lots more to explore with that YouTube Data API. We've only kind of scratched the surface by hitting it to grab the playlist videos. Right now it's only showing 5 videos, and I think that's the default number of results that it returns. But I did remember seeing in the documentation that you can specify, as part of the request, you can specify another parameter called max results, and you can set the value of that key to something like 50 or 10 or whatever you want to return. So by default, I think it's just returning 5. But the cool thing is that your app now is reaching out, hitting the YouTube Data API, dynamically loading the video playlist. And so whenever I upload new videos to my YouTube channel, this is going to get updated by itself versus the simple version we did a couple of lessons ago, which has hard-coded data. And those videos are always going to be those videos. I hope you guys have enjoyed creating this app with me. If you could do me a favor, please share the video, share the playlist, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you later. Bye.